Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of Bobby J on 30A. I'm your co-host, Chris Angel, and I'm here with Bobby Johnson and special guest, Brody Johnson. Hello, gentlemen.
What's up? How are you?
Hey, I love the special guest today. It's awesome.
I mean, I didn't even have to pay him.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm still battling this little cold, but I'm hoping it'll go away soon. But
yeah.
Brody just got out of school. He's walking through the house, and I said,
Nice.
"Guess what, dude? You're on, man."
Yeah, he's got good energy too. Because I talked to him before I hit record, and he's got good energy on the camera.
I heard you guys back there talking a little bit. Yeah,
very polite too, by the way. He's calling me sir and stuff. It feels very formal, but it's good manners, Brody. Way to go.
Well, we don't like people ask me about that all the time, and he doesn't have a whole lot of options.
Nice.
On that.
Nice. I like. There you go.
But again, the other side of it too is Brody does have a big heart. Sometimes
awesome,
we'll be in a restaurant, we'll turn around and where's Brody? And he'll be holding the door for a handicapped person.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, that's awesome.
So it's legit. It's
I love it.
Fake stuff. So yeah.
Well, we're talking about you are your choices. Like this episode is all about you are your choices. And so I don't know. I mean, it was your idea, Bobby, to bring Brody in. Like, where do you want to go in this conversation?
Well, it's funny. I think it's kind of cool that he happened to be walking by, and the kids have heard me say this a gazillion times.
He says this to you. Is that right, Brody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the time.
So, but again, like I said the other day, is that, I'm saying some of this stuff to myself.
Right. Yeah, of course.
And he knows that. So What were you about to say, bro?
Well, I was just about to say he says it a lot, but it's true. It's really in life.
Let me ask, Bobby, can I ask you a question, Brody, on that? So in what ways have you found that to be true, that you are your choices?
Well, like, maybe in soccer, I'd say I'm not really good at soccer, or I'm not really good at surfing. And the next day I'll go surfing, or I'll play soccer and I won't be good. Like, it's really
got it.
It kind of affects you in life.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that you're learning that at 7th grade, man. That's incredible.
Yeah. So sometimes what it is also is that I try to explain to Brody, he's on the middle school soccer team, and he's not the best player on the team, but these kids that are really, really good, they have missed a season, right?
Right.
And Brody, missed several seasons because of broken ankle. How many times you break your ankle?
5.
Yeah.
What? 5
right,
times?
Right.
Crazy.
So he lost several seasons over broken bones. And so not really a lot to do with you are your choices, but being down about that situation sometimes. And I'll catch him, feeling like what is that? Remember that video last night with a teenager like, hey, take out the laundry or take out the trash. I don't want to, I don't want, and so what I always remind him when he's in that mood, Brody, listen, man, you are your choices,
Yeah.
And the reality of it is, though, Chris and Brody knows this, sometimes we need to, and we choose to be in a bad mood.
Sure.
And that's part of the deal, right?
That's a choice.
It is a choice. And I'm going to wallow in this today.
Sure. Yeah, sometimes that feels good.
I'm just going to wallow in it. I'm going to understand. Right? But I always ask them, just know you choosing it, though. Okay?
Yeah.
And there is a way out. And maybe we could talk about that a little bit. Brody, when you're in a bad space, what are some of the things you can do to pull yourself out of a bad mood?
Yeah.
Well, maybe doing something I am really good at.
Yeah. Like or is there anything you can, like, if you're watching a scary movie and you're scared, what would be a good thing to do?
I mean, first of all, don't watch a scary movie.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know.
So what are one of the things I always tell you to do? Change the what?
Change change your attitude.
Yeah. Well, no, or change the channel.
Change the channel. Yeah.
Change the channel.
Not the best.
Well, I always say change the channel.
In your brain.
In your brain, but
Not just
also,
on the TV. Sometimes
I think music.
Oh, sure.
Music is a great way to pull you out of that dark place.
Yeah.
A friend of mine always says, "Junk in, junk out."
Yeah.
Right? So sometimes when you wake up in the morning, what do most of us do? We go right here. We look at our phones.
Yeah.
I think as adults now, we turn on the news.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're just like, oh, all right. I'm in this bad mood. And I've noticed, like, if I set the tone as I'm waking him up in the morning. I've got some positive music in the background. We've a friend of ours, worship leader, his name's Chris Tomlin, and we'll play his music. It's
nice.
worship music, and it lifts up the house. And I've kind of, done experiments with the home just to see how everybody responds and a better attitude when you've got something positive playing versus the news or something like that. And I'll see him shift, So
I love that. I feel like there's a lot of we'll say to our kids, like, choose it or get stuck with it, right? Like, if you don't choose the space you're in right now, you're going to get stuck with it. In other words, the feeling of it's going to be, man, I hate this. I'm stuck. I don't wish I wasn't here. But if you just choose it, then it shifts the frame, right? But it's the same thing you're talking about. I love that, because I think, you could be having a bad day, and then you say, okay, well, if I am my choices, the statement is you are your choices. So if you say I am unhappy or upset, then look at what choices you've made to get there, because you are your choices.
Right. Totally. Right.
And then change that. That's what I love about it.
What is that saying? I forget. Is it Winston Churchill says you can and you can't? What was that one? Remember that one?
Oh, if you think you can, or you think you can't, you're probably right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't remember who said that. Henry Ford, Winston Churchill.
Yeah, Henry Ford, I think, actually.
One of those smart dudes. Yeah.
And all of that stuff is, I live by these little silly sayings.
Yeah.
I really do. I seek them out. I actually, but you are your choices. I used to write this article for a magazine called 30A Review. And I ended it every one of them with, you are your choices. As a matter of fact, I've got, those little rubber bracelets that everyone wears. I just recently ordered a bunch of them. So anybody watching that wants one, just down below, tell me you want one, and I will send you one. Put your address or private message to me your address. I'll send you one. And it basically says you are your choices. And for me, it's a reminder that I can pull myself out. I have a tendency, Chris, I have a dark side. You and I spoke about this quite a bit. Those two little voices, right? So these little bracelets are my reminder to, hey, Bobby, you're choosing this bad mood.
Right.
What is another good one? Does exercise help you?
Well, yeah, definitely. Like, when I'm feeling down, I sometimes go exercise.
Yeah.
So does that help your head a little bit?
Yeah, in some points. I like swimming, so that would probably be
That's
more
a good
of my
one.
thing.
Yeah.
That's, Brody's, by the way, he's an incredible swimmer.
Yeah.
There's he may not be the greatest soccer player on the planet just because of his injuries, but swimming, there's no
fish.
one. I can swim. I'm 51, and we'll have races. He's this close to starting to pass me.
Nice.
And I'm enjoying every moment of beating him.
That's awesome.
Right now.
Right now, yeah.
Younger, he'd be like, go easy on me now. He's like,
I can't. Beverly's always let him win. I'm like, not gonna let him win.
Yeah. It's good. I love it. This is what's so good. This is like a play right out of Tony Robbins' playbook. Like, changing your state can change everything in your life. Like, if you find yourself in a place you don't want to be, or a mindset you don't want to be, changing your state, like doing exercise or putting on music or whatever, like, can change your state, and then who you are shows up differently.
That's right. Yeah.
So
and I think again, tying it back into business, it's literally, like there's, calls you need to make and people that you need to reach out to. You can't do that in a negative space.
Right.
So whatever it takes to change the channel, kick it in gear, get a smile on your face, and it'll change your business. There's no doubt about it. And so, I tell my agents all the time, you are your choices. I've got an agent that is, I may have mentioned him to you before. He's paralyzed from the neck down. Name's Danny Magliano. We'll interview him one day.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And he does very well. And check it out. He's a quadriplegic.
Wow.
Crazy. What do you think his choices are, right? They're pretty limited, right? But he chooses to have a really good attitude, and he chooses to pick up the phone and make those necessary calls. So
amazing. So powerful. Well, it's fun to have it on.
We might be losing this one. He's matter of fact, he's got, how many hours of homework you got tonight?
It's exam week, so
exam week.
No. Today was the last test, and I made a 94.
Nice.
94, nice.
Yeah.
Really?
Civics.
Yeah.
What? Wow.
Love it. High five through the screen right here.
Yeah. Boom. 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 Boom.
Yeah. Nice. Good job. Yeah, I love it. It's fun to have you on the show, Brody. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck with your homework.
Thanks for coming, bro.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
See you, man.
Good. Thank you, sir. I'll see you soon. Anyway.
That's fun. I'm glad you brought your kid on the show. That's really fun.
Yeah, Brody is a exceptional kid. He really is.
What a cool human. I can tell already. Just, you can just tell.
Yeah, he he plays music, he plays a guitar, and he's got a little drum kit over here that he works on, and
said he surfs in the summer.
Yeah, surfs, and like every kid though, he goes through things. Life can be brutal sometimes, and
sure,
in a very, very tough school. It's in the seaside, and you can only get in by lottery.
Wow!
So you have to kind of win your way, win a lottery in, and they don't mess around. I mean, it's the real deal. So oftentimes he's down about it, and
sure.
We're having to spend a lot of energy to to get him up to par with this school. And Brody comes from a Montessori background.
Okay. Yeah.
And I mean, how old are your kids again? You're
7th and 8th grade.
So did you ever do any of the Montessori stuff?
We didn't do any Montessori. There was, they did a private school in kindergarten, but that was kindergarten. But then it was public school from there on out. So
yeah. So when you go Montessori, which is really awesome. I mean, there's no desk. I mean, you kind of do it at your own pace.
I think I would have liked that kind of school. Yeah.
Oh, geez, I love the thought of it. And then he wins the lottery, and we're in this school, right? And so you really can't pass it up, but at the same time, he's working. He's have to work for it, right?
Working hard, yeah.
Caught back up, and then also in the soccer field, he's having to work really hard to catch up to these guys that have not missed a season, So you are your choices actually comes in handy in this household.
Yeah, I could see that big time. That's character building right there. That's good. Like you see something you want and you either choose it or you don't, but you are your choices. So choice is up to you.
We had a personal trainer shows up, a guy named Sean Miller, and we'll hopefully interview him one day.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Sean shows up at our house at 5:30 in the morning. Brody is right there with me.
Wow.
And we're busting it out, and he's doing it,
Wow.
I mean,
that's awesome.
And I know some days it's just like, as I'm going in there at 5 going, hey, he's like, oh, and I've said, Brody, because of how hard this school is, do you not want to do this? Do you not want to go to the school? No, I want to go. I want to push myself. Do you not want to train today? You worked really hard. I'm okay with you taking a day off. I'm, secretly I'm saying, hey, hopefully he wants to take a day off. 5:30 comes around real early for this old guy. Yeah. And he's not one time ever passed. He goes for it,
Wow.
So,
you are your choices. I love it. So good, man. I love it. Well, that's awesome. I think that's probably a great place to wrap on that. Do you have a real estate thing this week?
Yes, I do. So we have, oh, it fell over here. I love this little unit here. It's 43 Dune Breeze Lane, and it is the property of the week, I believe. It is 4 bedrooms, 4 bath. Check this out, Chris. It's listed for $495. It does have a garage, okay? $198 a square foot. Where we come from, that is really under a value. Now, here's the cool thing about it as well. The rental numbers on this thing, at $495, you really want to look for something that is like 10%. Like if it's like 500, you want 50,000. If it's $1 million, you want 100. But as you know, the market in most areas has exploded and it's gone past that. Right. So now, you might find $1 million property bringing in 75,000. Okay. 65,000. This is one of the rare ones that actually is listed for $495 and it's bringing in 55 to 60,000. So that it's a really good buy. It's been on the market for, I don't have the sheet there. I think it's been on the market about 3 months now. It should be sold, but it falls under this category of most people, when they search, they do homes and condos. So when something's a townhome, it gets missed.
Interesting.
So it's oftentimes overlooked piece of property. It's one of those properties that I make myself sometimes go, man, I wonder if I should buy this. But being in the business, I say that a lot.
Right. I love it. That's great. So if people want to see that property or search for properties like it and or connect with you, where can they go?
30alocalrealestate.com. There it is. All of my listings are on there, and you can also learn a little bit about me. There's a couple videos about me as well in there, and the company as well. Also, we have a company website, and that's 30alocalproperties.com.
Okay.
My personal one is 30alocalrealestate.com. But either or, go there as well. I also, I'm an agent, Bobby Johnson, but I'm also the owner of the company, and that's 30A Local Real Estate. So, or 30A Local Properties, sorry.
Got it. Yeah, got it. Are you still taking listings? If people wanted to talk to you about selling their home, are you still taking listings?
That's my specialty, Chris. I've spent 20 years plus perfecting my craft of selling people's homes. I have a Brody. All right, sorry, my son's screaming in the background. Yes, you can take Blue. He wants to take his dog on a walk. Yeah, obviously we're at home. So I've come up with this new system, and maybe next week we'll talk about it.
Okay.
It's called the 30A Local Advantage, and it's a system that I've developed that helps people sell their homes, and with a little bit of a local edge. And I won't get into that. Maybe that'll be, stay tuned.
Nice teaser. It's good. You got to come back now.
It's called the 30A Local Advantage.
Yeah.
And it's an edge on how you can sell your home by using local real estate agents with a small boutique office versus a big franchise company which are great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking them, but sometimes I think as a local boutique office that we have a little edge, and I'll explain that next week.
Okay. Yeah, I love it. I can't wait to hear about that. That's perfect. Well, thanks, Bobby. Thanks for your time today. It's fun to meet Brody on the show.
Hey, he's a great kid. Thanks. Man, thanks for having him too.
Yeah.
That was
that's so cool. Everybody, don't forget that you are your choices. Go out and have a great week. And Bobby and I'll catch you next time. Thanks, Bobby.
You are your choices. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.